Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I am taking you on a night point of view drive with this car. This is the new BYD Sealion 5 DMI. DMI stands for Dual Mode Intelligent. It's a plug-in hybrid SUV, and as you can see on the front we have the large grille and also lovely shape of the bonnet, and then the LEDs, full LED lights. You saw how they greet us when we unlock the car, so now I will lock it, and you see also when I unlock it again, the lighting signature, very cool. 18-inch wheels, 4 meters, 73.8 centimeters is the length of the car. Then the D-pillar with a very interesting shape. Look at this. The pattern is very cool and also makes the car looks like it's got the floating roof. Now from the rear, the sleek taillights, they have the beautiful design. You see the connected one, and then also the dynamic indicators. How cool is that? We can open the tailgate by double pressing this button on the key. There we go. Here we are greeted with 436 liters of space. Let's press this to close the tailgate. And now we are ready for the drive. So let's check it out from inside. With the dual screen layout, the floating screen in the middle. And also let me show you the seats before we check the driver's view. This is your view as a driver. Let's immediately start the car. The start button is here. You have the lovely animation on the screens when you start it up. Let's put on the seat belt. Here in the middle, the floating screen, the 12.8-inch one. And now we are ready to go on a drive. So let's put it to drive and off we go. Let's start with the specifications for the model in our video. So the plug-in hybrid, it consists of the 1.5 liter 4-cylinder petrol engine, 72 kilowatts. Then electric motor, 145 kilowatts. Combined system output is 156 kilowatts. And there's also the, of course, battery, 18.2 kilowatt hour battery, giving this car 86 kilometers of all electric range. Now the acceleration from 0 to 100 is 8.1 seconds, while the top speed is 170 kilometers per hour. And we are now in the city. And let me mention that in terms of specs, there are two versions available. So this is the design trim or version, and the difference compared to the base one, which is the comfort, is the battery. So on the comfort, the powertrain, the numbers are the same, but the car has got the smaller batteries. So the 12.96 kilowatt hour battery, giving it an all-electric range of 62 kilometers by WLTP cycle. So that is the main difference. The numbers for the powertrain remain the same. And when it comes to charging, also same. So it's the AC charging up to 3.3 kilowatts, which means the version with bigger battery, you will charge it in around 6 hours. And for the smaller battery, 4.5 hours. And there is no DC charging. So it's ideal that you charge this car at your home or maybe at work. And the layout here in front of us is beautiful. We have the 8.8-inch digital cockpit, and in the middle the 12.8-inch touchscreen. Let me also show you the map view because it's very cool. Lovely attention to details. So it is now loading. There we go. And look at the lovely buildings. This looks so nice. The AC is on the touch here, so you do have this bar that is here all the time, and then by pressing this you go into the dedicated menu for the AC controls. You have the adjustments for the air blower, and also here you can select where you want the air to blow, And then also you can adjust the temperature on those, but again this bar is here all the time, so it's actually pretty easy once you get used to it, but I would still prefer to have the standard buttons. Now also let me show you once again the lovely map view, because this is so nice. And the car has got different driving modes. You can change them by pressing the button here. So sport, eco and normal. This is the sport mode. Then eco, normal. But there's also the snow mode by pressing the button in the middle. Snow mode on, now off. And another switch here to choose between EV and hybrid. So now, for example, it's in EV mode, back to hybrid mode, and this beeping sound is the speed warning sound. As soon as you go just a bit over the speed limit, you have this beeping, mandatory by law for all new cars in Europe. But it's actually very easy to turn that off, because when you swipe it like this, you have these shortcuts, and one of them is for the speed limit warning. Okay. And that's it. So thumb up from me, because you don't need to go into the menus, which is very convenient. One thing that I would love to see is the different views on the digital cockpit. So you can only change here the info on the right. So I think it would be cool to have like more classic views. Got the multi-link at the rear. And underneath the central console here you have huge amount of storage room, USB ports and the 12-volt power supply. By pressing the button here on the steering wheel, you access the cameras. I'm not sure how much my camera is catching it, but it's pretty cool. You have the car view, and of course it's very useful when you're maneuvering, for example, and you can have the views from cameras all around the car. And within the settings for the vehicle, you can adjust various things, but here for the steering assist mode you can have comfort or sport, and then also for the comfort driving and for the energy you can adjust the regenerative braking, whether you want it to be standard or high. So currently we have it on the standard, but I can also press now for the high, and we will see now how that looks. Alright, so I will now release the throttle and I will not touch the brake, so we will see what's happening. So now it's more pronounced, but I don't think it will go to a complete stop. We will see now. Around 12 kilometers per hour. Let's put it back to to the standard. Alright guys, so that was it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Do subscribe for more and see you on the next one. Bye bye.